Blood of DawnWalker is a story-driven dark fantasy RPG set in a medieval vampire-infested world. Taking place in a gothic version of 14th century Southeast Europe, the game follows Cohen, a Dawnwalker with both human and vampire traits, as he struggles to save his family and confronts the dark powers that rule the land. The game launches in 2026 and will be available on PC, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Kingdom Come Deliverance II is a grand story-driven action RPG that thrusts players once again into the heart of 15th century Bohemia, a land torn apart by civil war, betrayal, and ambition. Continuing the journey of Henry of Skalitz, a humble blacksmith's son whose life was shattered by invasion and loss, the game follows his rise from a man of the people to a warrior entangled in the politics and bloodshed of kings and nobles. Set against a breathtakingly realistic open world inspired by medieval Central Europe, Deliverance II blends historical accuracy with cinematic storytelling. Players will explore vast towns, dense forests, and battle-scarred castles, each brought to life through stunning visuals, period-accurate armor and weapons, and an immersive day-night cycle. Every choice shapes Henry's fate, from how he fights and negotiates, to the alliances he forges, and the oaths he breaks. With improved swordplay, enhanced RPG systems, and a powerful emotional narrative, Kingdom Come Deliverance II invites players to step into a living, breathing history, where every action has consequence and every victory comes at a price. The game was released on February 4th, 2025 and is available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Blood Message is an epic, cinematic, single-player action-adventure that takes players deep into the heart of ancient China during the final years of the Tang Dynasty, a time when empires crumbled and survival meant sacrifice. You play as a nameless messenger, a father burdened with a sacred mission and a heavy past, as he journeys with his young son across thousands of li through deserts, mountains, and war-torn provinces. Their destination is Chang'an, the heart of the empire, but the path there is filled with danger. Bandits, rebels, and the unforgiving wilderness test the limits of the messenger's strength and humanity. With each step, the father must decide how far he is willing to go to protect his son and deliver the message that could change the fate of the dynasty itself. Blending intense melee combat, stealth, and cinematic storytelling, Blood Message captures the harsh beauty and moral complexity of a fallen empire. Developed with AAA fidelity by NetEase Games, it showcases breathtaking environments inspired by real historical landscapes, lifelike motion capture, and an emotional narrative that explores love, duty, and redemption. So there's this upcoming game called Chronicles Medieval, and it's already getting a lot of attention. It's a medieval open-world RPG where you'll be able to live completely in that era. Fight, trade, build, and rule your own kingdom. The devs haven't dropped a release date yet, but from what we've seen so far, the world looks massive and super detailed. It's not just about combat. Your choices actually shape how the world reacts to you. You can join factions, form alliances, or go completely solo and make your own story. The combat system looks really grounded and realistic, more about timing and skill than just spamming attacks. And visually, it's stunning. Castles, forests, villages, everything feels alive and handcrafted. If they manage to deliver what they're teasing, Chronicles Medieval could easily become one of the best medieval RPGs we've seen in years. Manor Lords is a medieval strategy and city-building game that's taking over the internet right now. It lets you build and manage your own medieval town from the ground up. Everything from placing houses and roads to managing resources, trade, and even your army. What makes it stand out is how realistic it feels. The game focuses a lot on authenticity. The people work, rest, and survive based on how you organize the village. Seasons change, resources run out, and your choices actually affect how your settlement grows. And it's not just about building. You can also lead massive real-time battles, commanding your troops in the middle of huge medieval wars. The craziest part? It's being developed mostly by one person, and it already looks better than most big-budget games. Manor Lords is still in early access, but it's easily one of the most promising medieval games we've seen in years. Alright guys, those are the top 5 best medieval games you should definitely check out in 2025 and 2026. Each one brings something unique, from massive open worlds to deep strategy and realistic combat. If you've got any other medieval games you think deserve a spot on the list, drop them down in the comments. I'd love to see what you're playing. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.